Hello, welcome back to another build thoughts, or I'm sorry, not build thoughts. I've been doing those recently. This is an alternate build for a small set. There's two Thor Love and Thunder sets. I was tempted by the bigger one, but I don't have space for that, so I just got the smaller one. And I like it. It's definitely like a bit overpriced, like 20 bucks. I didn't mind paying it, but it's not a huge set, you know what I mean? Like it's one of the smallest ones that I've got. But anyway, that was the attack on New Asgard. It's basically when Thor gets reunited with Jane. It makes sense in the film, but it's a great scene, and the shadow monsters are everywhere, and it's chaos. I'm one of the few people that really liked Thor: Love and Thunder. I know I'm one of the few people, but anyway, this is from that movie, and this is like an alternate. It's it's one of the things I built that's like disgusting. Like I don't know if I can. The only other thing I built that's close to this is the Gargantos Showdown from Doctor Strange 2. That set is amazing. It's so good. It's just like not normal. It's like this giant octopus looking monster thing. It's awesome, especially in the movie. Um and that's a great set. That's a gross build. That's like something that you look at, it's like nasty. Like it's a big monster, evil monster looking thing. This is similar. This is meant to be a scorpion. I do have a big problem with the color scheme of this particular. I have a problem with the green. The green and the brown. It just looks more like a plant. Like I don't know, the actual thing you build in the set, the shadow monster, it would have been much better if it was all black. Then it would be all shadowy, you know, like an actual evil creature, right? That's how they were in the film. They were just cloudy black voids of evil, I guess. Um, it just would have been better if all of the pieces were black, but I think this is like based on concept art. Anyway, this is the Scorpion. I got this build. I This is not my own thing. If it was, that'd be cool. But no, this is from rebrickable.com. It's a Lego website. I'd recommend checking out their alternate builds. If you just type up a set, 9 times out of 10, there'll be something that someone else has made, and you take the pieces, you break it down, you build something else. And this is what someone made of this set. And I think it's actually much better. Like, it looks a lot more nasty compared to the actual thing you build in the set, which looks alright. I mean, it's not terrible, but it doesn't look scary. This thing looks scary. Like this, you look at this, and you're just like, well, we're screwed. So yeah, it just looks really cool. Like you got the scorpion legs, and you got the tail and the pincers, and the face is cool. And the coolest thing about this, I thought, was it used every single piece. Sometimes you build these alternate models and you just use like some of the parts, you don't use all of them. This is a case where you use every piece, which is cool. You don't have these pieces laying around, waiting to be used for something else. And this is a case where I'm very tempted to just put this on the shelf instead of the actual monster thing you build. I just think it's much cooler. Like it's a lot more like gnarly looking. It looks a lot more evil, much more like something Thor would fight, you know. I feel like that is, I don't know, it's just cooler, but it does have some neat details. It's a little hard to tell because it's all black and green and brown, but it's cool. I like the face, first of all. That face is cool. Those eyes are printed. That's nice. There's only a few stickers. I think there's only like 4, 5. I think there's only 4. Because you've got the mouth and you got the, I don't know, the hand thing. I don't know. Those are cool. Stickers are not too bad. And you've got a lot of movable parts. So a lot of these horn pieces are cool. You've got the tail, which can move up and down. It's very cool. There's one thing I don't like, and it's they use these bat wing pieces, which are great, but the problem is they're so loose that if you move, they don't stay. That's the worst part. They just don't stay where I want them to. Well, I guess they do, but they can move easily, which I don't like. But it's a nitpick. They're clipped in with these little, pinholes, and it's all right. It's just they can move easily, so just be aware if you're gonna build this that's something you have to deal with. It's not that big of a problem, but yeah. There's these up here that which can angle, a lot of horn pieces, spiky bits, and the legs are cool too. Um, or yeah, they're not really legs, but they look like they are because they're like, you know, look like they're moving. I think the best part of this is the pincer claws with the ball joints. It's so good. And I think these designs are the same as the actual monster of the set, the actual thing the designer have you build. But this is cool. I like the pincers. It's very like menacing. It's so disgustingly nasty. It just looks really gross. And I think that's the best way I can say, or the best thing I can say. Like Gargantos is close. Like he's also disgusting, but in a cool way. Whereas this is just gross, like in a bad way. It just looks really evil and cringy, and like no one wants to look at it. So yeah, I do have a challenge, or I'm faced with a challenge though, because this is kind of wide, whereas the actual monster is like shorter. Because I have the two Fast and the Furious cars right next to it. It's a little weird. But this is so like big and it takes up a lot of space. I don't know how I'm gonna put it next to Brian's Skyline. It's just gonna look weird. Like you have these two cars, and then you have this big old scorpion looking monster thing, and yeah, that's gonna look weird. Because I don't know, but I do have some options. I did have Thor in the air, but now he's just kind of like running. It's a little harder to pose him. There's not as much like you can't really. I tried to put Thor in the air, like near it. This I can't. There's no way to like attach him, which is kind of a shame. But I do have Lady Thor throwing her hammer at Gore the God Butcher. I did add the hood, so it's gonna be interesting to like pose these guys around this. I don't know. It's gonna be kind of interesting. Um, I think I'll just have Thor attacking his pincer. I don't know, but I like this. In fact, I'm very tempted to just keep this on the shelf instead of the actual set. I just think it's a lot cooler. I don't know. They should have done something like I feel like they should have built many, at least like 3 or 4 shadow creatures instead of just the one in the set. It's just I don't know. I feel like it's a waste because in the scene there's like tons of these evil monsters roaming around, whereas you just get one in this set. It's like okay, that's cool I guess, but yeah, I'm gonna find a way to put the two Thors fighting this thing. Um, I'm sure it won't be that hard. It's just gonna be a little bit more of a challenge because this thing is so different. But let me know what you think. Do you like this build? Do you think it's terrible? I think it's really cool. It just looks really disgusting, like just an evil, nasty, cringy looking beast thing. And yeah, I was tempted to make like many things from this, but there's not a lot of pieces. You would have to get like a second set to have more. So I don't know. But let me know what you think. Do you like the Love and Thunder sets? I know a lot of people like the Goat Boat. I really like it, but I just don't have space for it. I have no space for that. But it's still awesome. I was very tempted. Um, but yeah, let me know what you think. Do you like this movie? Do you not? I know most of you don't, but let me know what you think of the set. Do you think it's good or bad? Let me know your thoughts. I do have an actual review of it. Um, and I played with the thumbnail for it. I just thought it was cool. But let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good day.